Hi friends, I hope all are doing good. Today let's see the part 2 of Stream API. And before starting, please do subscribe if you are not yet been subscribed to my channel. Let's get quickly started. So in the last part 1 video, in order to recap, to have a quick glance, let's see what we have covered. Stream API in Java 8, its characteristics and intermediate operations, terminal operations, and ways methods of creating a stream in Java. So under this we have covered these four methods like using stream dot of method, stream from a collection using stream and parallel stream methods, a stream from an array using arrays dot stream method, and a stream using stream dot builder method. So these first four methods we have seen in the last part 1 video. Today we will be covering the remaining four methods of creating a stream in Java. So creating an empty stream using a Stream.empty method and creating infinite stream using generate method and also using iterate method and creating a stream of a file. So let's start it. So here the fifth method using the stream.empty method, we have to create a stream. So it is actually in the name itself we can say, right, it is going to create empty stream for us. So we have said a stream is nothing but a data, so sequence of data which it will do all the operations on that data. So what we do with the empty stream, so if you are not having any data in that stream, what we are going to do that with that stream? So let's see. An empty stream is a stream that does not contain any elements. So by name itself we can say empty stream means that particular stream will not have any elements in that. And how it can be created? Using the empty method from java.util.stream.stream interface. From this interface we can create this stream.empty method. Empty is a static interface method and returns a stream object with no elements. It will return, we are saying, right, we can create the empty stream. It will return the stream object only but without any elements. We use the empty method to avoid, as we have the query, right? So why we are going to create the empty empty stream? So in order to avoid returning null for streams with no element. So for returning null for streams with no element, so in order to avoid the null, we are doing this way, like using the empty method in the stream, we are creating the empty stream. So in other words, what we can say, it is actually used to return an object from a method that returns a stream instead of returning null. So whenever we don't know the exact requirement, whether the value will be returning to us as a end result or not, in such a scenarios, instead of returning the null pointer exception, instead of getting this null pointer exception, we can have this empty stream so that we can avoid the null pointer exception. So it is generally used to return an object from a method that returns a stream instead of returning null, so as to avoid null pointer exception later. So for example, how we are going to create that? It is simple. Stream of a string, if we are using the data type of string, we can declare string, otherwise integer, whatever it may be. So empty stream equal to just whatever stream we are getting, right? Just we have to do um, call the empty method over here. So empty method is basically used in order to avoid the null pointer exception. Instead of getting the null pointer exception, we can return a stream with no element. So let's see the next method. Next way, creating an infinite stream using Stream.generate method. The generate method accepts a supplier for generating elements and results as an infinite stream. So it will it will take as a input, some input for generating the elements, and it will return us a infinite stream. And like we have a large amount of data, or we don't know the amount of data we are going to return, so in such case it will be useful. So it actually returns the infinite stream for us. So to restrict it, we should specify the desired size or the generate method. So when we have such a scenario, when we don't know the data will be infinite, or it will be providing the large amount of data, so in order to avoid that, in order to specify the specific size, whatever we are getting the data, right? So we have to restrict that, and in such scenarios this generate method will work until it reaches the memory limit. For example, so randomly we are creating here, we have to generate the stream of 5 integers. So random method we are creating, and stream of integers, integer we are going to create, right, numbers. So we are giving the wrapper class integer here, stream.generate method. So here what it is taking, return this random object dot next int of 100 numbers. So here something it is doing, but we are limiting, this limit method will stop until it reaches the limit, it will stop. So we are using this limit method over here. So when it reaches the 5 integers, so it will stop here. So here generating random numbers between 0 and 99 over here. So when we want to specify the desired amount of size, or we have to limit the certain stream, then we will use this generate method. And we also create, if you are want an infinite stream, then also we can use this generate method. So here what it is taking, actually generate method accepts an argument of type java.util.function.supplier, which is a functional interface. So we know, right, a functional interface. So we have seen the Java 8 features, the first video which I have made for lambda expression and functional interface. So and hence we can implement it using a lambda expression as shown below. So it is taking the argument, which is nothing but functional interface. So along with that we are using the lambda expression over here. This arrow mark symbol we can remember it, this is a lambda expression. So it is nothing but it will accept, generate method, it actually accepts some supplier. Why it has to accept, it has to accept like in order to generate elements, and it will give us as a result as an infinite stream it will return to us. So if you want to restrict, or if you want to produce only desired number of size of elements, then we are using the generate method over here. Hope this clears. Going to the next method, creating an infinite stream using Stream.iterate method. Another way of creating an infinite stream using the iterate method over here. In the last method we have seen the same case, we are going to create an infinite stream using the Stream.generate method. Here instead of generate method, here it is iterate method. So what it is doing, let's see. If we want to create a stream of, to print a 0 to 9 numbers, so we are having stream, we are taking the integer iterate stream equal to, we are iterating on the particular stream. So stream dot iterate of 0, iteration we know, right, in the normal Java we are having for loop, while loop, and for each loop, etc. So loops we will be using. So here directly in the stream we are having the iterate method over here. So here the first parameter here 0 comma the expression, like the logic we can say. So we had mentioned here, so it has to print 0 to 9 numbers for us. So we have like limit we have mentioned here, right? Means 10 numbers I have mentioned. It is starting from 0. Means between 0 to 10 it has to print the numbers for me. So here what it is taking in the generate method, it is taking some supplier and it is producing as the stream, right? Using the generate method. Here iterate takes a seed or starting value as a first parameter. So starting value I said, right? Here 0 we are mentioning means it will start from 0, and this is the first element that will be the part of the stream. It will also print us in the output 0 also will be giving, because this is the first element in the stream. From this only we are going to iterate. The other parameter is a lambda expression that get passed the previous value and generates the next value. So the first parameter is nothing but whatever we want to get in the output as a first element. So we are going to give it here, and the logic whatever we are going to do that particular operation logic we are going to give as a second parameter, that is nothing but the lambda expression it is here. In this example the next value after 0 will be 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So like that it will iterate. If you are not giving this limit method, then it will keep on producing the value. So I'm going to give the limit over here because I need only 0 to 9 numbers only within this limit. If I don't want like any limit, then it will absolutely will produce the infinite stream for us. Hope this clears. So we are having two methods, creating an infinite stream using the Stream.generate method as well as the Stream.iterate method. And going to the last method, so creating stream of a file. We will be like sometimes dealing with the file operations, right? So we'll see. Moreover, Java new class files, which are nothing but from here it will come, allows us to generate a string of a text file through its static method lines. Every line of the text becomes an element of the stream. So if you are taking a test file, any file, if it is having the huge file, then every line whatever the page containing or the text containing, so every line in that it will become each like one element of the stream. This stream can be iterated also. So first it will read like every line of the text whatever it is written, it will take each element of that particular stream. Then the stream we can iterate also in order to read whatever content in the file, whatever value we want to return, or we want to do certain operation on that. So based on our requirement we can we can iterate through that, and we can read the contents of the file line by line. For example, how we are going to create it. So stream of stream equal to files dot lines. So what we are doing here, we are just generating a stream from a file. If you are taking file path, so where we are actually having like placed that file in our folder or wherever the location we have to mention, and the path it will get. So paths the dot get of that particular file path wherever you have kept in the location, the specific file path location. So here in this way we are generating a stream from a file. So we have generated successfully, that is fine. So how we are going to print it? Obviously we need to retrieve or we need to print the whole file, right? So printing the contents of the file, how we are going to do? So stream dot, so here it will be small s, the same object we have to take here. So stream dot for each of line, line by line. So we are just taking a variable here. So we are going to print the file content line by line. So here we can specify the character set also. Char set as an argument of the lines. How we can do that? So files dot, so stream with char set files dot lines of path comma char set for name UTF-8. So in this way we can have, like we can directly specify the character set as an argument of the lines. So this is a way to create a stream of a file. So these are the 8 methods or 8 ways of creating a stream in Java. Hope this clears. So in the stream, like many interviewers will ask functions or its methods, like we have seen read. There are many methods in the intermediate and terminal operations. So we have to go through like mostly used methods like limit, difference between limit and skip, what is distinct, minimum, maximum, count, etc. So we have to be clear on streams. So hope this clears, and thanks for watching the video. Happy learning, and please do subscribe. Bye.